today we have some news, current updates on what's happening in the market in Southeastern Connecticut, actually New London County. We have some updates. And so I'm here with April Brunelle, and we're going to be able to give you some really good information today. So April, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's been a very busy few weeks, and it's exciting and always something new every day.
That's right. It is. It's a very busy time in real estate, at least here in New London County. And there's other counties that are just as busy or busier. And today I was talking with an agent from East Hartford, or West Hartford, West Hartford. And he was telling me how Hartford, and we knew this because we discussed it in our last program, that Hartford County is the #1 growing real estate market in the country.
Yeah,
Isn't that amazing?
That is
I love
amazing.
it.
That's so cool to know that our area, close to home, is the fastest growing market.
Yeah, and we'll show some of those stats too, because we have those as well. But it's just really exciting to know that Connecticut is really on the map, as far as real estate. So, and he mentioned he's the busiest he's ever been, and I will say I'm the busiest I've ever been, and it's really fun. It's fun. And we're going back to what it used to be like before COVID, and that is we have a lot of open houses. We have broker open houses happening too, and that didn't happen for a long time. But now you're finding that you have a selection of open houses that you can go to over the weekends, and then the broker open houses, they're starting to really be a lot more. There's a couple of them tomorrow, and so I like to go to the broker open houses so that you can kind of preview a house for a client, which is always nice. And you get to meet other agents and so on. So it's really a good opportunity for us as agents to see what's out there. So, okay, so today we have, this is for the month of June. We have the month of June finished. And so let's get started. So here you see, if you go down the chart in the county, we'll see New London County, and the number of new listings last year at this time, actually in June, was 316. And this year, 2025, we have 329. So what does that say? Inventory is starting to pick up a little bit, like 4.1%. And then closed sales in June of 24 was 230. This year it's 243. So that's a 5%, almost 6% increase over last year. So that's pretty exciting. And then the average sales price. Now take a look at this. This is in New London County. Last June, the average sale price was $459,273. This year in 2025, it was $496,11. So that went up 8%. Now, the other thing I want to tell you is Windham County, which is Willimantic, up in that area, stores. What else is up there? Windham is there, South Windham, which last time we said South Windham was like the a very, very big increase there as well. And if you look, their percentage change in prices was up almost 15%, from $377 to $433,810. That's really truly amazing. And they do have more houses on the market than last year. And let's see, closed sales rather than last year, and new listings more than last year. So in Hartford County, and I think we have Hartford County beat a little bit. And in June last year, they had 754 listings. This year they have 836. Wow. their inventory went up quite a bit, 10%, 11%. They had closed sales last year in 24 of 627, and this year 642, again up 2.4%. And look at the jump in the average sales price. 474, 660 went up to 502, 400, almost a 6% increase. So that is all, I think, very interesting. And Litchfield County, which this is kind of strange, Litchfield County went down in their average sales price. They went down 5%. They went down in their closed sales. They went up in the amount of listings on the market. But that's Litchfield County. And Middlesex is a positive. New Haven is a positive. New London, Tolland County is a positive. And Fairfield is just a little bit of an increase. Now that's interesting because their average sales price last year was $1,222,183, and this year didn't go up that much, $1,229,604. So, I find all this very interesting, and if you really look at it, it all tells a very good story that the real estate market is really moving.
It is, and it's still strong and still increasing. And
yeah. So that's good to know. So if you want to know how the market's doing, stick with us.
That's right. So now we're going to go over the same type of information, but for condos and townhouses. So as before, we'll start with New London County. So in June of 2024 of last year, there were 32 listings. And this year in June, there was 47. So that's a huge increase. Almost 50%. It's 46.9%. Closed sales last year in June were 27. Closed sales this year jumped up to 44. So that's a big change.
That's huge.
That's a
jump.
63% change in closes. That's a really big jump.
Yeah.
And then the average sale price, which is really interesting, was $246,944 compared to $319,582. So that also increased by 30%.
Wow.
So New London County is very healthy. Prices are going up. There's a lot of action going on there, a lot of closes. So that's very important and interesting to know. Now we could go down and look at our friends in Wyndham, who seem to usually be right around the same with us. Last year, they had 11 listings. This year, they jumped up to 13. So it's an increase about 18%. Their average sale price was $324. But this is where it gets interesting. The average sale price this past June was $281,156. So that actually went down by about 13%.
Wow. That's interesting, huh?
And their number of closes went down a little bit too. So it seems like they're losing a little momentum, but I wouldn't say they're out for the count. It's just they're just lost a little momentum. And this is just June. We'll see what July has in store as well. But if we go look, and we can go look at Tolland, they went down a little bit as well for the percentage change by 3%. But Litchfield is our runner-up besides New London. They jumped by 26%, which was very interesting because their average sales price jumped from $231,330 to $291,517. So they saw a very large increase, just like New London County.
I wonder if in Litchfield, maybe there was a new condo development. I don't know. I'm just surmising that might have been what happened in Litchfield County. I know in New London, of course, there's a lot of apartments being built, but there's also a lot of new condos being built too, to keep up with all the, the EB workers.
There's a lot of workers
that they're hiring. And so they have to go somewhere, whether it be a rental or a condo or, a single family home.
Yeah, so this tells us if you compare the two of them, the last slide and this slide, whether you're buying a house or a condo or a townhouse, it's still a very strong market. a very good market, no matter where
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, it's strong, and I think it's going to continue that way.
It seems
right
like
through
it's
the
going
end of
to.
the year.
Yeah.
I think so too.
And now the third part of the puzzle is we'll go to the rental market. And as you can see, we'll start with our own New London County. And last June we had 256 rentals active. This year it jumped up to 311. So that's an increase of 21.5%. That's a hefty, good, healthy number to jump up to. Properties leased went down though. Last year in June was 92. This year it's 78. So lease properties have dropped a little bit, whereas the rentals went up.
Well, yeah. I'm thinking about those condos
Exactly.
and how it went up. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Condos went up, and then so the leasing went down.
And then if we look at the average prices in New London, 2,435 jumped up to 3,093.
Can you imagine that?
That's almost a 30% increase in the price for rentals.
3,000.
Yeah.
Some of these new apartments that they're building, New London and Waterford and Groton.
Yeah,
They're
there's a
building all
lot.
these luxury, Stonington. They're building all these luxury apartments. And I think an average price is $3,000.
I think
but
so.
you get a lot of amenities too.
You do. They usually have their workout rooms and a
Yeah.
pool room and all kinds of things.
Yeah, yeah. But
Parking, security.
$3,000.
But
Holy
yes,
cow.
renting is definitely, the pricing has gone up, but the opportunities in the pool for where you can rent from has definitely gone up.
Well, take a look at this. In Fairfield, no surprise, their average price is $4,800. Okay, that's no surprise. You're down near New York City, and then Hartford. Wow, their average is only 22,
Yeah.
and Litchfield is 34, which is kind of a surprise. But Litchfield has a lot of upper income type houses and condos and rentals. Middlesex, they're okay. They went up a little bit to 26. New Haven, 23. But wow, and so the place to go to rent is Wyndham.
Yes.
Because the average is only $17.69.
Yes, that's the best bang for your buck. If you're going
Yeah.
to rent, is Wyndham, definitely.
Wyndham.
But overall, again, the rental market is strong, and it seems to be continuing to go just like with the condos and townhouses and the homes.
Yeah. I'm surprised at the single-family homes that month, but in a way, I'm not surprised because June, July, August are all pretty busy months. Everybody thinks it's March, April, May, and I was thinking of it driving here that I should have brought the other. The last few months, and we could have made some, comparisons there. Maybe we'll do that next time.
Yeah, that would be good.
I'll bring all of them, so we can kind of make the comparisons from like June to, let's say, May, then or April, and see how the market's really getting stronger and stronger. I believe, but I could be wrong. And this will tell the truth.
Right. Numbers
there.
don't lie.
Yeah. So we have another sheet that, where is it? It's an all residential property market overview for the whole state of Connecticut. Now, the average sales price, this is for June again, the average sales price in Connecticut in last year was $613,000. Now this year it's $630,000. That's only a 3% increase, but a 3% increase in your equity is pretty good, So, what else do you see in there that jumps out at you?
Days on the market.
Days on the market. Okay.
Yeah, until the sale, it actually still went down, which surprises me because I was under the impression that things were staying on the market a little longer, but according to these numbers overall, no, they're still going quick.
You're right. Because too, it depends on, we don't have that days on the market on this other
No.
one, but too bad, because it would be interesting to see how it's changed, because that's overall Connecticut.
Yep.
So it could be, you know, you can't really put it to the county. So, but look at that, days on the market, year to date. Oh, it says year to date. So year to date now is 28 days. Last year it was 29. What I will tell you is that houses are staying on the market 30 days. If you have your house stay on the market for 30 days, don't be concerned. That's just the way the market's moving today. Everybody puts their house on the market still expecting it to be what it was a couple of years ago, which was, 2 hours on the market and 10 offers. Well, that's not happening anymore.
No.
I mean, on certain listings it might happen. You might sell it in a couple of days, 3 days, whatever. But that's unusual now.
Yeah.
That's unusual.
That's not the norm.
It's not the normal. And so I remember back in 2015, 16, if we sold a house back then within 30 days, it was huge. I mean, that was like amazing, right? And so it's kind of nice to get back to that, because what it does is it gives the buyers a little more time to think.
A breathing room.
Yeah, it gives them time to think about, or go back a second time, which is so important.
It is.
You know, to go back a second time. And that is the way it should be, not where you rush in, you look at it real quick, and then throw in your offer.
Make your snap decision.
And then, you know, and then you're like 6 months later you want to sell. But, so it's really a slower market, but a stronger market.
Yes. And it's not that much slower, it's just a little slower.
Yeah, it's not slow. It's slower selling.
Yes.
But it's still strong overall, and we have more inventory.
Correct.
Which is nice. So people are able to sell their house now and then think that they have someplace to go, which is nice. But let's see, new listings.
The new listings went up.
Yeah, see, the inventory is going up. Everything is pointing to that. Big change, 6%. And pending sales, they're about the same. You know, not too much of a change. Closed sales, 3% change. It's all about the same. But now that we have more on the market, there's going to be more closed sales.
Oh, yeah.
You know, as things are coming on the market. I noticed over the last 30 days, there's a lot more on the market. People are coming, you know, putting their house on the market.
Yeah, every day you can find new ones, which is really good to see.
Yeah. The other thing during COVID is we never saw price reductions either. And that, you know, now there's price reductions because you know, people still think it's supposed to be way up high, and it really, in some cases, it isn't. You know, so it's a little bit of a challenge for us agents. to tell people that, you know what, no, your house isn't now. You know, but overall, it's good, and it's good to see the inventory going up.
It's always good to price correctly, and you'll have a smoother sales. Rather than overpricing and then letting it sit there and maybe giving the wrong impression, or underselling yourself too. So that's the most important thing, is pricing it right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Do we have much time left?
I think we do. As far as any articles I've seen popped up, I haven't seen any new interesting ones per se, other than just a silly one that says the new color for decorating this year seems to be burgundy. So that's a fun thing. I'm always trying to keep up on decorating.
Yeah.
So burgundy seems to be the new color for living rooms and bedrooms. I personally don't have anything burgundy in my home. I'm very light colors, but they are pretty, the things I've been seeing. And the other topic I've been hearing about lately is they just updated some forms to include flooding on some forms for us when we're filling out items. So don't be surprised if you're filling out items and there's new spots in there, if you're an agent or not, that reference flooding and things like that.
Yeah, flooding can be an issue. Yes, that was added on to the disclosures. I believe, right?
Yep,
We
it
did
was
have
added
that.
onto the disclosures so that so nobody's surprised, because there's been a lot of flooding throughout the country, not here obviously, but just to make sure it's covered in the disclosures. So if anybody's purchasing a property, anything that the owners know about flooding or potentials for flooding is listed there in the open, to be honest.
Well, good that you brought that up. I'm trying to think what else is happening in the real estate world. I haven't really seen too many articles on it. I haven't had a chance to read anything new.
Yeah. But there are a lot of new ways to look for homes. And I know everybody knows about Zillow and everybody knows about, Realtor.com. But there's also Homes.com and there's Redfin, and there's always seems to be some new ways of searching for homes. There's certain websites, if you're looking for specifically old homes, you can find one. I think there's even one called oldhomes.com. There's places you can look if you're just looking for mobile homes or pretty much anything. You just Google stuff on the internet. The internet's full of things.
I'm not trying to promote homes.com, but I will say if you go onto homes.com, this is just some information that is really good to have. If you go into homes.com and you'll find some of the properties have what we call 3D videos, and if you're a member of homes.com, an agent, a member, then you get your homes to have we call Matterport, which is a 3D videos, so you can actually take a walk through the house, which is kind of interesting. It gives you much better perspective of what you're actually, if you don't have the opportunity to go see it and you're really interested in it, it kind of is a nice way to take a look at it, even though you're not right there. It's kind of fun too.
Yeah, it is. It's 3D mapping, they call it.
Oh, is that what they call it?
That's the first time I saw 3D mapping was during COVID, when they used it for the museum, so people could have a chance to go to the museums virtually, since we couldn't go anywhere during COVID. And they took that information and that technology and they moved it to do 3D tours of houses, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can show people who may not have the opportunity to go, or the agent can't give you a virtual tour. And sometimes virtual tours, the internet can be funky in the connections and timing. So this way you can look at it anytime you want and click through the home and check it out.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. I do it even as an agent to see other homes, so if I know it's going to be, appropriate for my clients. So it is a good thing, good tool to use. So think about that if you want to take a tour of the house and you can't get there, or your agent can't get there, or whatever. So the weather has been beautiful.
Oh, it's been gorgeous.
It has great weather for vacation.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, Mystic, I actually love Mystic, and I love going downtown playing tourist all the time, anytime, when there's crowds. I'm the only one, I think, that ever says, oh, I love it.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I love seeing people happy. But my husband and I went down on Saturday. We were walking through downtown. We had someplace we had to go. And it was just amazing, the amount of people there. I mean, and then of course the bridge went up, which was kind of cool. People got a kick out of it, right? Yeah. And it was fun. And we tried to get into a couple of restaurants, but forget that. So go during the week, and you can get in, because I love going to downtown restaurants in Mystic. I've been to 2 this week, actually, 2 different lunches, and it's a lot of fun. So this area is great: Stonington, Mystic, Groton, Mystic, and New London. New London, has a lot of nice features as well. Norwich. People overlook Norwich, and really there's some beautiful neighborhoods in Norwich. And people overlook that, and which is kind of sad. But we've done a lot of business in Norwich and New London and everywhere, right?
And there's always something going on in the area. So if you're new to the area or live here, make sure you keep up to date on the different things that go on. There's always farmers markets every week in
Yeah.
all different areas. I know Wednesday is the Ledyard Farmers Market, Thursday is Niantic's Farmers Market, and there's another one too that's Thursday, but I forget where that is. And then Saturday, Stonington has theirs.
And then Sunday
I think it's Groton.
on Pequot Seapost Road.
So there's tons of farmers markets, tons of places to get fresh produce. There's always festivals, events going on. Even our neighbor Rhode Island just had the seafood festival, which was huge. I actually got to go for the first time because I'm always working. And it was wonderful. It was so good. So I was very glad I got to go.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I've not been to that, honestly.
Oh, you gotta go next year. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I will. I'll go next year, promise. All right, I think, we've given a lot of good information today, and we hope you have enjoyed it. And we hope that you'll share this with friends, and we'll see you the next time.